I'll make it short.
Right on. My name is Mariah. I'm out here repping Occupy the Hood. Occupy the Hood is a group of community folks, working class folks here in Oakland who are committed to bringing the Occupy struggle back here right at home. We're trying to hold people accountable, hold people responsible for disinvesting in our community right here in Oakland. And so what that looks like for us is our education system. We know our education system is struggling, and we're here to stand in solidarity with the teachers, with the community members, with the students, with the families who want to keep our schools open, who want to hold OUSD accountable, who want them to keep our schools open. We want more solidarity for our teachers and our community members and our families. So that's what we're here for. And I'd like to bring up our first speaker. We have a parent from Lakeshore. Come up and speak a little. Lakeview, Lakeview.
Let's hear it.
So I didn't realize I was going first. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's here early. I know it's still early in the day, and we still have a lot of more people from the community that are going to show up, but we got to get this started. So I want to say, first of all, I'm honored to stand here with the community and Occupy the Hood. I can't tell you how much admiration and honor, once again, I have the people here in Oakland and in the Bay Area are standing up for public education. And we understand that this is a very, very complex issue. We're not naive to that fact. But we need to start understanding that we're not going to allow business as usual anymore from the Oakland Unified School District. The time is now, and this complex issue needs to be resolved with the parents, with the teachers, and the community. I know that we're just warming up. I also know that this is going to be a very long battle to improve public education. But the more people, the more power we have to make a change in a positive way. It's not the students that are failing. It's us, the adults, that are failing our children.
That's right.
And we have to stop pointing fingers to one another and sit down at the table and find out what are we going to do now to resolve and fix this problem regarding public education. Charter schools are not the answer. We understand that parents have an admiration for charter schools, and it's very complex. I'm not going to get into the details right now, but we have to start educating ourselves first and realizing that looking out for ourselves is hurting other children. It's hurting public education, and we have to stop. So I don't want to keep going too long with this, but I want to thank each and every one of you. I want you, the next time for the next board meeting, to grab someone else and bring them to the board meeting. Oakland is at a tipping point. Public education is at a tipping point. And it's time that we change the process, the system, so we actually can have a future in our nation. Thank you.
Cool, thank you, Joelle. The next speaker we're going to have is Jack Gerson. He's going to speak for OEA.
Hello, I'm Jack Gerson. I'm a retired Oakland teacher. And I want to say that what's going on inside with the board and with Superintendent Tony Smith is nothing short of union busting. They put it out that they want to immediately rewrite all union contracts. They want to pit veteran teachers against new teachers to end seniority with a scheme they call mutual matching. And this district, in addition, has the highest percentage of charter schools by far of any urban school district in California, and they're increasing it. It quadrupled under the state takeover. This is going to get worse. Now they want to close 5 more schools this year and up to 25 more in the next 2 years. In addition, they're quote-unquote reorganizing, reconstituting 7 schools this year and who knows how many in the next 2 years. That's going to be more than half of the schools in Oakland, possibly, and that means that they'll be able to, if they get rid of due process seniority, eliminate teachers who've been any teacher they want. Anybody who pops their head up, they'll be able to victimize. We can't allow that. They do that now with new teachers and probationaries. Every year, there are dozens they let go. There's a parade of parents and community members and teachers and staff that come to school board meetings and say, why are you letting this teacher go? Why are you firing them? This is a really good teacher. Well, imagine what will happen if they can do that to any teacher. They will pick on the teachers who stand up, who happen to be the backbone of the union, the backbone of public education. We can't allow that to happen. In my opinion, the union and the community have given Tony Smith and the school board the benefit of the doubt for far too long. It's time for us to start fighting our interests. So first, no school closures.
Yeah!
Second, no more payment of the debt. Period. The state tripled the debt when they took over, supposedly to put our finances in order. No more, they should be paying us back for what they did. We shouldn't be paying them. Third, the big banks and corporations, they got these huge bailouts, particularly banks in Wall Street, investment banks, which got $16 trillion in loans and loan guarantees. That's why we have this austerity program now going on, where they're saying we have to give back everything which we've gotten and more. That's why they're closing down public education, making cuts and so on. We have to say the banks and corporations need to pay. They need to pay off the state debt. They need to provide what's needed, and not just for education, but all the vital services jobs that we need. And finally, we have to protect our teachers and, in fact, all our school workers, so they're going after all the unions. No union busting. We have to be for all those things. Thank you.
Cool, thank you, Jack. I'm going to invite people to come off the street, just as a safety measure. When anybody getting hit. And you get people to come up on the steps. Stand behind our youth. Walk them up on the steps. So let you guys know, there's a small group out here, but there's a larger group of us inside. We're standing out here in solidarity with those inside. And eventually we are going to go inside, and we are having an action inside, and we ask that people kind of follow.
Can I see it?
So the next speaker we have up is Chris Nassat, who's a high school senior at Met West High.
Thanks, guys.
Hello? Hello? Hey, what's up, folks? My name is Chris Nassat, and I'm a student. I've been in the OUSD for, 12 years now, and I've seen the hardships and the struggles that we have to face growing up in Oakland, especially in the poor parts. Growing up with classrooms with 50 students inside, overcrowding, good teachers being laid off and bad teachers staying. And here's a poem, a short poem that I wrote. Is it cool if I read a poem with y'all real quick? Okay, it goes like this. Oakland is a forest with no trees, a belly with no feed, hungry giving birth to babies with birth defects. No one feels these effects until babies are shot by cops on crooked crosswalks for being toxic, for being starving. A taco truck is not a sanctuary. A police station is not a safe haven. There's no difference between cop and robber. They broke criminals and swore allegiance to a different author. But here's a different offer. What if I told you we can grow new plants? The Fruitvale is actually a garden and Foothill is actually a mountain. The truth is, we have the power to feed every hungry mouth and hold every lonely hand. What if I told you we can feed students so they can feed us a full future? What if I told you we can replace old textbooks and educate the next class, hooking them with passing grades instead of swapping SWAT cars but new Dodge Chargers? What do these cops have to offer? We can stop shooting if we wanted to, stop polluting if we wanted to. We can stop thinking about cash and start giving out love, because inside there's an infinite wealth. We can make the police cry and break down hearts so they don't break down skulls. We can make Mayor Kwan break dance in front of City Hall. She don't need to recall if she's occupying a headspin. Maybe she'll remember what she was fighting for. We can revive Oscar Grant in every poem and every song so his daughter can get to know who her father really was. We can invest in the youth instead of police shooting rubber shoots under Army veteran boots. We can choose to lose the chase for fortune and fame so we can win in the end. We can be friends. There's no reason we can't. Let's see Oakland together. Let's be Oakland together. And if we can plant this tree, then we'll be golden forever. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much for that. So we're gonna start heading in a second. We're asking people to sign up for public comment. There's papers going around, and there might not be enough seats, so you might have to go into the overflow room. So again, we want to thank everybody for coming out here, for supporting Oakland youth, for supporting our community, for supporting our schools. And let's get hyped, let's get in. This is for us, this is for our people. And don't let OUSD shut down our schools. This is about our community and our people, not about the banks, not about the corporations, but for what we need and what we want here in our communities. Woo!